In today's Health Watch, curing hiccups, nearly everyone gets them, and there is no foolproof way to get rid of them.
Or so we thought. Terrell Brown has a story of a 13-year-old girl who may have the solution, and it's on a stick. Terrell, I can't wait to hear what you do.
Yeah, I mean, take a look at it. It's called a Hiccupop, and the teen who invented them in her kitchen is pretty much confident she has stumbled onto something big. In fact, Mallory Kievman hopes to get a potentially game-changing product into every household. Among the most annoying of bodily functions, the hiccups can also be the most frustrating to stop, though there's no shortage of those willing to share remedies. Common causes of hiccups include eating too fast, drinking too much, or swallowing too much air.
It's pretty much just as simple as adding all these ingredients together and mixing them on the stove.
While science is still stumped for a cure, the answer, according to 13-year-old Mallory Kievman, could be as simple as a lollipop.
A few summers ago, I was having some problems with the hiccups myself, and naturally, I really wanted it to stop, so I researched the rumored cures for hiccups.
Mallory decided to combine 3 of the ingredients that halted her own hiccups.
Sugar, water, and the apple cider vinegar mix.
And came up with the Hiccupop. How does it work?
The ingredients in the lollipop we found overstimulate a set of nerves in your throat and mouth that are responsible for the hiccup reflex arc.
Mallory hasn't conducted any scientific studies, but found her confections delivered relief in about 80% of the few who've tried it. Is it supposed to smell like that?
Yep.
That's the whole point?
Yeah.
Who have the guinea pigs been?
Usually it's friends, mainly family, younger siblings.
Is that how it comes out?
Yep.
Though Mallory whips up her semi-sweet, semi-sour solution to the hiccup from her kitchen.
Okay, so when you first saw that,
Yep.
did you think that this was going to taste good?
Absolutely not.
She's determined to see Hiccupops in stores across the country.
We need market research to support the overall business.
Last week, Mallory met with grad students from the University of Connecticut. They'll spend the summer planning a strategy to better manufacture and market the Hiccupop. This could be a pretty big deal.
This could be a huge deal.
There's a lot of potential markets we could go into with this.
With a 100% or roughly 100% incidence rate per year, all Americans having hiccups over the course of a year, 8 to 10 times a piece, that's a pretty significant market.
Curing the hiccups, however, is not a claim Mallory is ready or even authorized by the FDA to make.
We can't say this cures the hiccups. We can't say that this does something for certain bodily function.
Instead, it'll be marketed as a candy. Still, there are doctors who've expressed high hopes for Hiccupops.
There are some cases where it may work very nicely.
It's pretty good, yeah.
I'm going to trust you here, okay?
All right.
All right, here we go.
What she's trying to do is to break that reflex arc by sucking on the lollipop and stimulating it a lot with sugar and vinegar, and therefore breaking up the reflex arc pathway of the hiccup.
Not bad. I like it. It tastes just like normal candy.
Yeah, that's a good part so far.
Look, can I just say that
Yes.
while she was making this thing,
Right.
the way it was smelling and the way it was looking, I was not trying to taste this Hiccupop.
Well, that's why I was
Right.
surprised when you tasted it. Went, not bad.
not
was that
bad.
just a camera reaction, or
No,
did it
no,
really
it really,
not
look,
taste
look,
that
look,
bad?
look, look.
Okay.
On television, it's everybody has one. Why am I the only one
do.
sucking on the Hiccupop?
I don't have
Because
the
we have
hiccup.
questions to ask you, that's why. So what's fascinating here, so she talks about that this sort of deals with the hiccup arc reflex and all this. Could you achieve that same thing by just sucking on a normal lollipop, or does it have to be this specific blend
Isn't
of
it the
ingredients?
flavors?
Right. Well, the thing is, you know what? Even all of the remedies that were mentioned at the beginning of the piece,
Yeah.
the breathing in the paper bag, somebody scaring you, all of that stuff works for certain people. It's all about what works for you. This, though, could be something special for particular cases. If you're maybe swallowing too much air, aerophagia is what they call it.
Okay.
If that's one of the things that you're doing, this may work for you. But if you have hiccups because you've eaten too much or you've drank too much, this may not work.
If a doctor says this works,
It
could she make
possibly
zillions of dollars?
be a gold mine. And that's why businesses and even consumers are so interested in it right now.
Charlie, you should get in now.
I hope it works. You know what I like? I like that it
Is an
said
IPO
CEO.
coming?
Well, did you notice that your slug
Yes.
for her said CEO,
CEO.
Hiccupop? I love that.
13 years old. How come I didn't think of it?
You go, Mallory. You
Right.
go.